We are still hanging out with the stars of Netflix's Family Reunion, Mowry and Talia Jackson. All right, ladies, first off, congrats to you both. Your show, Family Reunion, just won an NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Children's Program. Now, Talia, you initially turned down the opportunity to audition for this role. Tell us why.
I did. Well, when I got the audition, I'd just gone through a very strange point in my life where I had honestly wanted to stop acting altogether, and I had told my entire team that I was done overall. I had lost 2 pilots that pilot season that I was pretty much were mine, and then I ended up losing them, and I was just so heartbroken, and I felt like all I was hearing was no, no, no over and over again, that I left town. I went to Wisconsin and I stayed with my dad for a couple of months, and by the time I was gonna come back, I was just so out of the acting mindset that I just didn't even want to continue. And then when the audition came in, I immediately turned it down. I was like, I don't want to do it. I told them I don't want to do it. And my mother, thankfully, forced me. She kind of pushed me and was like, just do it, like, please. I think this would be a great role for you. I feel like you and this character are so similar. And I really did think we were very similar when I read the synopsis. But the one thing that, kind of made me doubt myself was that the 2 roles I had lost before in pilot season, I was playing a mixed daughter in both of those. And I had lost both those roles to 2 actors who were mixed, but just looked more exotic than me. And so I just automatically thought in my head, it was like, there's no way I'm going to book this. They're going to think I'm too light, or I don't look dark enough, or I'm not mixed enough, or whatever it was. So I turned it down, and thankfully they made me go out for it. I ended up taping for it, and it was one of the quickest processes I've ever had an audition. Ever, from audition to booking it. It was, I think, a week and a half. It was from like Friday to Friday, and that was like it. Wow. I knew. And I remember so awesome. Driving to my lucky little restaurant with my mom, and when I got the call that I'd booked it, I started crying immediately. I feel like that's what everybody does. But I started crying and immediately felt like a weight was just lifted off of my shoulders, and all of the hard work I'd worked so for great. 11 years at the time was finally going to pay off. And I remember just looking at my mom and seeing how happy she was because she'd helped me accomplish this. And it was all she'd ever worked for. That was one of the most heart-melting moments ever in my entire life.
Yeah, Tia, just hearing this, does this surprise you? Just her whole experience and not wanting to take the role. What are your thoughts?
This is the first time I'm actually hearing of this. Like I had no idea. But Talia, I am so happy that you did not give up. You know what I mean? Because now look at where you are. I mean, I really think that this is an incredible story for anyone to, learn from. What a great lesson here.
I heard, Tia, that you helped Talia with her first kissing scene. Is that true?
I did. Talia, do you want to tell the story?
Yes, she does.
So Jade has a little man in our first 2 parts, and I had to do some kissing scenes, one in particular.
She was so nervous. You guys, she was so nervous.
And mind you, I think I was 17 or 18 at the time, so I don't even know why I was nervous, but something about kissing somebody who you don't know in that way in front of everybody was so terrifying to me. And I remember Tia took me aside because I'm pretty sure people could tell I was just terrified out of my mind. You took me aside, you told me something that you and your sister would do. And you were like, just picture one thing you really, really, really like about that person and that you appreciate about them and you think is very beautiful about them. If it's their personality, the way they smile, their teeth, their hair, the way they walk, something like that. Picture it and hold it in your mind. And that was immediately, I remember you told me that and I had to turn around and go do the scene. And it made it so much easier. And it made it just, and it also felt really good to know that you understood what it was like. And that you you knew hey girl, this is kind of strange.
I was there,
Yes.
Well, we have a clip of you two in Family Reunion. Let's check it out.
Okay, it's hard to explain, but teaching Zumba feels so spiritual for me. Oh my gosh, I found my calling.
No, I totally get it. You know, I feel the same way about using your credit card to go to Fashion Week in Paris. That's my calling.
Honey, I'm sorry, but you're calling the wrong number.
I love it. Well, Tia, you've also got so much stuff going on outside of acting as well. Just last year, you launched Anser, a supplement and vitamin line that you co-founded. Why was it so important to you to create this incredible line specifically catered to Black women?
Well, you know, I've been very open about my journey with endometriosis. And, you know, trying to feel better after 2 surgeries, I knew that I needed to go in a different direction. And that direction was to take charge of my health and my wellness, to exercise more, to eat healthier, and to also take my supplements. Once I did that, I saw this huge shift in my wellness. And I didn't want to keep that to myself. I wanted to encourage everyone else to do the same thing. However, when I was on my journey, I didn't see any representation when it came to women of color and diversity. We just weren't a part of the conversation. So I wanted to change that narrative. So with encouraging everyone to take charge of their health and their wellness, I also wanted to, include women of diversity. And that's, why I came out with Anser. And I'm happy to say that we now expanded and we are in Target now. Can you believe that?
Oh,
Yay!
That is so exciting. That's major.
Crazy. Thank you so much. I'm just so happy that, we're, helping so many people.
That's great.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that with us. And Talia, thank you both so much for stopping by and hanging out with us today. Season 3 of Family Reunion is currently available to stream on Netflix.